Well, hello everyone. Music is a journey. I'm Peter. Today's video is going to be a short one for Mr. Chris Propfe over at Chris Propfe Musically Obsessed. He is giving us a quick little challenge for Easter to introduce 5 bands that have colors in their name. So I thought that sounds like a quick and easy thing to do. At first, I thought I'd be, the funny guy and try to introduce all bands with black in the name, such as Black Wizard, the Black Dahlia Murder, Black Thunder, Blackguard. But now I'm going to play along nicely here. So here we go. The first band I want to show here, this is a band called Murky Red from Belgium. Now, this is their second album, which was released back in 2016. It is called No Hocus Without Pocus. And if you like your kind of modern day heavy psychedelic prog type of thing, this is definitely a band worth checking out. And some very exciting news is that Murky Red is finally ready to release their third album, probably in the summer of this year. They have a new video out and so on, but the exciting news is that I'm actually friends with Mr. Steph Fleming here, who is the main man behind Murky Red, and we have been discussing the possibility of a Music is a Journey giveaway. So we're going to see where that goes, but stay tuned for more details about that. You might just be able to get yourself a Murky Red CD. Anyway, Murky Red. Next up, we have a band called Mother Tucker's Yellow Duck. This is a psychedelic rock band from Vancouver from the late 60s. They released 2 albums, and this is their very first one, the debut. And there is a great song on here called One Ring Jane. That was probably the most popular song off the album, One Ring Jane, and it's highly recommended you check that out if you love your late 60s psychedelic rock. Cool tune. Then I actually just was opening a box and I found this here. This is a band called Blue Max. They were just a small band out of, I think it was out of Nova Scotia, possibly New Brunswick, out there somewhere. And they just borrowed $500 from one of the members' mothers or grandmothers, rented a recording studio and made an album and released it, and not much else happened after that, but their album became a kind of collector's item. So it was reissued on CD, and this is all their original recordings from the 70s, as well as 2 more modern day recorded songs, which are actually really good. Like if, modern day traditional heavy metal style or heavy rock style anyway. Otherwise, the older tracks from this here sound like, if you can imagine, Rush when they were still very young. Maybe years before they got to the debut album. Maybe something like that. So that's Blue Max. Then we're going to take a look at this band here. This is Ginger. Ginger were, and still are, actually they were the Grapes of Wrath. And then one of the members left and the 3 remaining members changed the name of the band because without that guy they didn't want to continue as the Grapes of Wrath. So they changed their name to Ginger and released 3 albums under the name of Ginger, and then that fellow returned to the band, and then they went back to being the Grapes of Wrath again. So ginger, it's a color as well as a root. And yeah, I usually have ginger with my sushi at lunch sometimes, right? Okay, so that's Ginger. Nice color too, I think. And finally, I've talked about this band a lot, but I couldn't resist including them because of their name. This is Luminous Orange, one of Japan's more famous shoegaze bands, and as I am learning, they were actually from the pre-shoegaze scene in Japan, and then part of the original shoegaze explosion in Japan. And I'm going to be talking about that in some future video, probably coming out in about 2 or 3 weeks, maybe more, where I will explain a lot about the history of the Japanese shoegaze scene, as well as talk about a lot of the bands I've been checking out. For now, this is Luminous Orange and their album Sakura Swirl. And Sakura could also be considered a color too, actually. So there you go, Chris Propfe. I hope I made you proud, man. That's my 5 bands with names that include a color in them for the Easter weekend Chris Propfe challenge thingy. Done and dusted, right, Simon Dan? All right, thanks everyone for watching. I've got an Earth Day video which is going to come out on April 22nd, so like really soon. Take care.